Starfox, the royal prince of Titan, brother of Thanos.
What do you want, lads?
Your friends are in big trouble, and we know where to find them.
Is Starfox, the Prince of Titan and Thanos' brother, up to any trouble? They just showed us something super cool. The original ending for the movie was way darker than what we saw in theaters. There are lots of hidden surprises in there too. They just put Eternals on Disney Plus with a bunch of scenes they cut from the movie. Who pops up on the Eternal ship? It's Patton Oswalt. And look, there's Starfox and Pip the Troll joining Druid, Makari and Athena. They've been cruising through space for weeks trying to find signals from other groups of Eternals. Thanos' brother and the Prince of Titan, Starfox, drops a bombshell. He's also a Prime Eternal, just like a Jack was. And like Cersei became. He's got this special call from a Celestial that lets him talk straight to them. Starfox talks to the Irish and the Judge and spills the beans. He knows what happened to the other Eternals. Turns out, the Irish and the Judge came to Earth to bring them back to the World Forge. And get this, he knows where it is. That's where the Judge made all the Eternals and Deviants. They just showed us even more deleted scenes with Starfox. Initially, they had a bunch of extra stories about him explaining his character and his connection to Thanos. It ties in with what we learned about Titan in Avengers Infinity War, explaining what happened to that place. They had more scenes with Starfox that explained why Titan got destroyed. And the darker ending kinda matches these extra Harry Styles scenes. It's like how Empire Strikes Back or Avengers Infinity War ended with a big downer moment. In the deleted scenes, Starfox hangs out with the other Eternals. They're all wearing these silver or greyish robes, like when they're getting ready to go to a new celestial seed world. Their minds are getting wiped, and this is how they look between missions. It's like they've been doing this for ages, traveling to different galaxies and making new Celestials on celestial seed worlds. And every time a new Celestial is born, something happens. Whenever we're talking about which group of Eternals or which galaxy, they'll head back to their ship. Then, they'll switch into these basic robes and kind of reboot themselves. It's like they're hibernating before they're sent off to another world. Salma Hayek spilled the beans. She was filming these scenes with Harry Styles. When they were wearing these robes, it seems like they filmed extra flashbacks for Harry Styles' character to tell his story. In this version, he shows up in the theatrical cut, but there's also another ending where he's there with them as they head to another planet to make a new Celestial. We could have watched Harry Styles as Starfox with his first bunch of Eternals journeying to Titan. There would have been more scenes of him with a younger Thanos and the other Eternals in his group. The director said Starfox was originally in a gang of 10 Eternals. These Eternals were sent to Titan on orders from the Judge. There's always a group of 10, which is why we see them start with 10 Eternals. Before Ajax gets taken out, there's a full team. Starfox's group of 10 Eternals went to Titan because it was another celestial seed world, according to the director. The director didn't specify which Celestial was on Titan, but that was the plan. Starfox also went against his group's mission, just like Cersei and the main group in the movie. But unlike them, he couldn't save Titan. He ran away before it got destroyed, rebelling against the Irishman. It might sound confusing, but there's some mixed up info about what happened to Titan. Thanos had his version, and the Eternals movie was going to tell a different story. But these extra Starfox scenes hint that the emergence of Titan caused its downfall. Titan got wiped out. We reckon Thanos' tale about overpopulation in Avengers Infinity War lines up with the Eternals' real goal to control overpopulation and help the emergence happen faster. Each Celestial needs some cosmic energy from planets full of life. So the more folks there are, the quicker it gets. Thanos figured he'd cut Titan's population in half to stop that. Thanos likely found out about the emergence of Titan and tried to stop it by cutting the population in half. He's not the only smart cookie around, you know. This adds a new spin to Thanos' plan of balancing the universe. It kinda makes him seem like a bit of an anti-hero. Instead of being a full-on bad guy, Thanos was trying to prevent more Celestials from popping up by cutting the population in half. That's probably why Starfox didn't stop him earlier when he snapped half of all life with the Infinity Gauntlet. Having that Celestial core makes Starfox super strong. But he rebelled against the judge, as they said in the movie. He might not have wanted to stop Thanos either. Seems like Thanos had this big plan to stop something too. Thanos was trying to deal with the Celestials, but he went about it in a really tough, dark way. In the alternate ending, the downer version that the director mentioned, the Eternals couldn't stop the emergence on Earth. Tiamat would have been born and wrecked everything by bursting out of the Earth. There aren't any Easter eggs for that in Spider-Man No Way Home. While all that's happening, there's this huge celestial stone popping up in the Indian Ocean. It's like J. Jonah Jameson would try to blame Spider-Man for that. How did Starfox end up as the Prime Eternal with his group on Titan? Well, from all those deleted scenes and storylines, it seems like the Judge, Arishem, created Starfox's group of Eternals, including Thanos. In the MCU, Thanos and Starfox probably weren't born the usual way. In the comics, Alaz and Soy-San are the parents of Thanos and Starfox, just like in a regular family. Similarly, all the Eternals in the movie see each other as family even though they're not related by blood. In that scene with Red Skull, he calls Gamora daughter of Thanos, but she wasn't born to him, he kinda adopted her. So when he says Thanos, son of Alaz in the MCU, it's a bit different. He's not saying they're related by blood. They likely changed that part of their backstory to keep things simple for the MCU. That's probably why Thanos looks so different, like a purple space grimace with that unique chin compared to the other Eternals from Titan. Thanos has this deviant mutation, but he's not a deviant himself. He's still an Eternal, just with a different look. The explanation in the MCU is that all the Eternals are made to resemble the folks living on the Celestial Seed Worlds. When the Eternals go to different places, they're made to fit in with the locals. That's why Phastos might look different from Makari and why they all have different accents. They're just programmed to blend in wherever they get rebooted. When they're sent to a new planet, they kinda get a makeover to fit in with the locals there. So, if they were sent to Skrull homeworld or anywhere in the Skrull Empire, they'd end up looking like Skrulls. From Starfox's story, it seems like Thanos was the first to go against their mission as Eternals. He found out about the emergence of Titan and got kicked out by Alaz when he suggested killing half the population to stop it. After Thanos left, something big went down on Titan. Alaz died and he named Starfox as his successor, passing on his celestial powers. That's how Starfox became the Prime Eternal of his Titan group, stepping into the big role. Thanos was all about their mission to stop the emergence. But later, he rebelled against the Irish and the Judge, just like Cersei did after getting the Celestial Core. Next time we see Harry Styles in a movie, he'll probably be back as Starfox, maybe in Eternals too. If they make a sequel or another MCU movie set in space, they might show more of Starfox's backstory with Thanos on Titan. So, if we are eager to see young Thanos, we know the skinny version, we might get your wish. We can nickname him Thanos. They just showed us an alternate ending that was way darker than what we saw in the theaters. There are loads of Easter eggs in there. Thanos just went about it darkly. Small Talk is a really long and awesome scene that got taken out of the Eternals movie. It happens right at the beginning, just before there's an earthquake at a museum. Sprite, who has special powers, is there and she remembers a scary monster the Eternals fought ages ago. Then she meets Dane Whitman, and even though she knows he won't believe her, she tells him all kinds of secrets about her family and her role in human history. It's a fun scene that shows how Sprite and Dane relate to each other. Sprite feels like her memories give her a bigger purpose, and she even hints that she likes another character, Icarus. It's a shame they cut this scene, probably because the movie was getting too long. The actors Leah McHugh and Kit Harington are great in it. It also explains why humans haven't found evidence of the monsters called deviants. Do you think scenes would have made a better story? Share with us in the comments below. Also, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Until next time, see you all.